RB Leipzig, Man City, and the football ecosystem, the model goes against development rules. Is owning many teams at once the right thing in the context of football being greatly affected by the economic crisis? The answer is no. The football ecosystems like City Football Group, the corporation that owns Man City, or Red Bull are doing with too many dilemmas. Football ecosystem. It is difficult to determine who initiated the concept of football ecosystem, but when it comes to this special phrase, fans will immediately think of City Football Group, CFG, and Red Bull. These are the two corporations that own the most clubs in the world today, with very clear selection criteria. CFG owns or manages more than 10 different clubs in the world, spread from Asia to Europe, Australia, South America, and North America, including Man City, 100%, New York City, 80%, Melbourne City FC, 100%, Montevideo City Torque, 100%, Troyes AC, 100%, Lommel SK, 99%, Mumbai City FC, 65%, Girona FC, 47%, Sichuan Junyou FC, 29.7%, Yokohama F Marinos, 20%, Palermo FC, 80%, Esport Club Bahia, 90%. On a smaller scale, but Red Bull also has 4 different clubs in Germany, Austria, USA, and Brazil, including Salzburg, RB Leipzig, New York Red Bulls, Red Bull Brazil. They once opened clubs in Asia and Africa, but quickly dissolved within a few years. Thanks to income from main club Man City, CFG only lost £84 million in 2019. The 2020 pandemic made things more difficult for CFG, as their total losses increased to £204 million. Among the 10 clubs of CFG, Man City is the only one that is profitable and generates revenue that increases year by year. However, this is not an issue that CFG really cares about. They inherently consider long-term plans, even lasting 5 to 10 years. For example, CFG has built New York City since 2013 because of its belief in the development of American football. They believe that the upcoming 2026 World Cup will be a turning point that completely changes the football industry of this economic power. Meanwhile, it is impossible to grasp the financial position of the Red Bull empire. The reason is because they don't publish a lot of important data. For example, Leipzig would have entered Deloitte's top 20 richest clubs in the world by revenue, but that figure was not available until European football's governing body UEFA revealed it. At first glance, the biggest benefit of owning multiple clubs is player rotation. In the same ecosystem, strong clubs like Man City will benefit the most when they have backyards to develop players. Conversely, smaller clubs can also enjoy players from larger clubs. However, things are not so simple, and in fact, there are not many strong football ecosystems in the world, if not only the 2 names mentioned above. Many clubs, many problems. The Pacific Media Group, PMG, also owns many clubs, but most are small clubs in the lower divisions. Typically, Barnsley, the team had to be relegated to the English First Division last season. PMG owns shares in 6 clubs in 6 different countries: Barnsley in the UK, Den Bosch in the Netherlands, Esbjerg in Denmark, KV Ostend in Belgium, AS Nancy in France, and FC Thun in Switzerland. Barnsley is at the bottom of the UK Second Division, so is Nancy in France. Thun is in the middle of the table in the Swiss Second Division, and Den Bosch and Esbjerg are avoiding relegation to the Third Division in their league system. Managing these 6 clubs is like making them lose money in more ways than one, and tolerating more criticism. Jordan Gardner, co-owner of Danish second-tier football team FC Helsingør, explains, "It is important for any corporation to successfully manage a portfolio of multiple clubs in addition to major geopolitical players like CFG and Red Bull." Controversial. The reality is that it is very difficult to run one club well, let alone multiple clubs in different foreign jurisdictions. To successfully implement the multi-club model, you need to have critical infrastructure at the joint stock company level to ensure the clubs operate effectively, and most importantly, seamlessly interact with each other to reap the benefits. Maximum benefit from the entire model. CFG is relying entirely on Man City. However, the financial fraud allegations that this club has suffered recently have made fans suspicious of CFG's reports. Are they succeeding on a large scale, or are they simply cheating everywhere? Red Bull's model is more optimal, when they really go sanding, looking for gold around the world. They have collected hundreds of millions of euros from the sale of players over the past decade. However, apart from Salzburg and Leipzig, Red Bull's other clubs did not leave any significant mark. All still operate in the dark more. And of course, not everyone can do that. Jordan Gardner concludes, maybe they see something that we don't, but it seems like the big corporations right now are just buying clubs for entertainment rather than any strategic purpose. Success is only for the super strong. It will be difficult to assess how successful City Football Group and Red Bull are, but most football experts and economists believe that the model of owning many clubs is only suitable for super powerful corporations. To run 5 or more clubs at once, these corporations need to have the right structure right from the start. Above all, they need to have a solid and durable financial foundation. Underdogs like PMG are simply creating problems for themselves and growing weaker.